chosen soul. Everything around you will make sense after this message. Your presence here is no coincidence. The universe has meticulously aligned your steps to collide with this moment because there is something within you that you have lost faith in, and the universe refuses to let it fade. Before all the distractions, delays, and disappointments, the universe bestowed upon you a sacred gift, a voice, a vision, a calling. But somewhere along the way you stopped seeing it the way the universe sees it. If you feel this call deep within your soul, you must watch this video until the very end. For what I am about to share will lift you from the ordinary and enable your inner radiance to shine outward. This is your moment of rebirth, the beginning of a transformation you have never before experienced. Before embarking on this profound transformation, I ask you to take 3 simple yet powerful actions. Like this video to focus your energy on this message. Subscribe to my channel to join our conscious community and become a part of this growing collective. And finally, leave a comment with the number 777. This number is a powerful code that strengthens your intention, sends an energetic focus to the universe, and reinforces spiritual alignment. By performing these actions, you will elevate the energy of this video and invite a magnificent transformation into your life. Chosen soul. The universe made no mistake when it created you. You were built with intention, wired with purpose, and empowered with cosmic energy. The creator of the universe looked at the chaos on earth and said, "Let them be the solution." This is not just poetic, it is prophetic. You were born with a code in your soul that limiting energies have studied since your first breath. That is why you have fought so hard. That is why the attacks came early. That is why confusion became your companion even before you had the language to name it. Because if limiting energies can break your belief, they don't have to steal your destiny. You will abandon it yourself. It is not failure that disappoints the universe. It is when you stop believing in what it knows it placed inside you. It happens when you treat your calling like a suggestion instead of a command. When you allow temporary difficulties to rewrite the eternal truth of your purpose, let that sink in. When you talk yourself out of moving, when you shrink because of rejection, when you silence your voice out of fear, when you abandon your vision because it took longer than expected, you are telling the universe, what you gave me is not enough. Your plan needs editing. Your strategy was not solid. Your investment in me might have been wasted. But the universe disagrees. And the universe is still saying, I gave you everything you need to shift atmospheres, break limiting cycles, and carry the universe's agenda. But you stopped trusting the treasure within you. You were not born empty. You were born sent, and it is time to believe in that again. There is a treasure within you, and it is not random. It is strategic. The universe did not randomly give you potential. It deliberately implanted purpose. The treasure within you is the universe's investment wrapped in your humanity. You were never meant to blend in. You were never created to be ordinary. The universe placed something rare, raw, and revolutionary inside you, and your refusal to believe in it is an insult to its intention. When you belittle yourself, you are not walking in humility. You are walking in disharmony. The universe does not see you as just another name. The universe sees you as a carrier of cosmic purpose. You are not just someone trying to survive. You are a soul destined to shift atmospheres, dissipate darkness, and carry light where others only see fog. However, a purpose without belief is like a locked vault without a key. You can possess everything and access nothing unless you believe. Belief is not just emotional, it is spiritual alignment. And when your belief catches up with your calling, everything begins to move. So today, do not just ask the universe to give you more, ask it to awaken what it has already given you. Disbelief does not always come loudly. Sometimes it comes quietly. It does not always shout. Sometimes it whispers. It creeps in through delay. It hides behind spiritual language and logical excuses. It appears as humility but carries the scent of surrender. It sounds like, maybe this wasn't the universe's will. Maybe I heard wrong. I'm too old now. Someone else will do it better. Maybe I missed my moment. No, chosen soul, you missed nothing. You were marked for something that time cannot cancel and age cannot erase. What the universe placed inside you was not meant for someone else. It was not mass-produced. It was not duplicated. It carries your fingerprints, your voice, your assignment, your fire, and every time you dismiss it, delay it, or downgrade it, you diminish the light the universe designed to shine through you. not because the light is gone, but because the lamp has refused to burn. You were never meant to live with a dim flame. You were called to burn brightly, even when the world goes dark. And it is not too late to reignite what was fading. Passion does not die in a moment. It dies in small compromises. But just as a spark can start a wildfire, one moment of surrender can reignite your entire soul. Let's be clear. This is not about laziness. This is not about procrastination. This is spiritual warfare. You have been targeted with self-doubt because limiting energies fear your confidence. Your identity has been attacked because your potential terrifies dissonance. You have been made to question your voice because your words carry weight in the spiritual realm. This is not random. This is a strategy from the depths of limiting energies to keep you silent, small, and afraid. Because if you fully believe in what the universe placed inside you, everything will shift. Chains will break. Cycles will end. Individuals will be liberated. Territory will be reclaimed. Do you realize what you are carrying? If you did, you would never shrink again. You would never hide behind false humility. You would never surrender your power to fear, doubt, or human opinion. You would wake up every morning with fire in your bones and a purposeful drive in your intentions. The universe is confronting your doubt, not because it is angry, but because it is tired of seeing you live beneath your design. It is shaking you out of the slumber of disbelief. It is calling you out of the grave of hesitation, because the time has come. Time to speak, time to build, time to move, time to believe. One of the biggest lies limiting energies tell gifted individuals is this: if it hasn't happened yet, maybe you're not good enough. So instead of building, you start watching. Instead of moving, you start comparing. Instead of creating, you start overthinking. But the universe did not call you to compete. It called you to complete an assignment. And delayed alignment is still misalignment. You think you are being careful, but the universe sees it as crippling doubt. You think you are being wise, but the universe sees hesitation disguised as strategy. You scroll through other people's highlight reels and wonder if you missed your moment. But the truth is, comparison is a thief, and delay is its partner. They do not just rob your joy, they rob your momentum. It is time to stop rehearsing your fears and start walking in your fire, because what the universe gave you to build will not look like anyone else's, and that is precisely the point. But what if I've made too many mistakes? What if it's too late? What if I missed my chance, you might wonder. Let me breathe life into your being. The gifts and calling of the universe are irrevocable. That means the gift never left. The assignment is still active. The promise is still valid. The universally written plan for your life has not been cancelled. It is simply waiting for your alignment again. The only thing that stopped was your belief. But today the universe is reigniting it, not because of your perfection, but because of your current position. Hungry, willing, open. The flame is not gone, it is just waiting for oxygen. And this message is your oxygen. Every tear you cried thinking it was over, the universe saw it. Every whisper of regret, it heard it. And instead of judgment, it is offering you a restart. You do not need to recover your gift. You need to recover your belief in the power that gave it. Because the universe never changed its mind. Not when you stumbled, not when you doubted, not when you walked away. And now it is saying, return to the fire. What I placed in you still burns. You are not the first to doubt. You are not the first to hesitate. But every single soul the universe called had to wrestle with belief. I am not eloquent, it said. But the universe said, who created the human voice? It felt inadequate, but the universe did not ask it to be talented. It asked it to be aligned. It brought its insecurity, and the universe matched it with supernatural power. It felt weak, but the universe used it to part seas and confront empires. My clan is the weakest, it said. The universe said, go in the strength you have. It hid in fear, unsure of its place. But the universe did not speak to its current posture, it spoke to its destiny. The universe called it a mighty warrior while it was still in hiding, because the universe does not label you by where you are. It names you by where you are going. I am too young, it said. The universe said, do not say that. It felt disqualified by age. But the universe rebuked the excuse before it could take root. Because universal assignments are never limited by human timelines. Now pause and reflect. What excuse are you still offering to the universe? What phrase do you keep repeating that limits the universe's power through you? And when will you realize that the excuse sounds like an insult to the power that created you? The universe knew your flaws, fears, and failures and still chose you, not out of pity, but because it sees something in you that you have yet to see. This should ignite your spirit. Because if the universe can use a hesitant voice, a fearful heart, and a young spirit, then it can absolutely use you. Let this shatter your comfort zone. There are individuals on the other side of your alignment. Souls are tied to your yes. Freedom is tied to your belief. Breakthrough is tied to your faith. The universe is not just calling you for yourself, it is calling you for them. There are individuals whose lives are connected to your alignment. There are lives that will not unlock until you step into your assignment. This is not just personal, it is generational. And when you stop believing in what the universe placed within you, you are not just disappointing it. You are withholding healing from those it assigned to your life. You are delaying answers to intentions someone else has been crying out for, because what is within you is the solution to a problem they are facing. Someone is waiting for your voice, your idea, your message, your creativity, your leadership, your innovation, your courage, your yes. Do not rob them because of your doubt. Do not let fear silence what the universe wants to release through you. The world is not waiting for your perfection, it is waiting for your alignment. If you want to rekindle what the universe placed within you, here is a plan for you. Awareness. Precisely identify the moment you began to doubt. Trace it back. Was it rejection, delay, criticism? Identify the wound that introduced the limiting belief, because you cannot overcome what you have not named. When you become aware of the limiting belief, you take the first step towards reclaiming your universal self-confidence. Alignment. Return to the last instruction the universe gave you. What did it tell you to build, start, speak, or release? Do not ask for new direction if you have abandoned the last one. The universe does not skip steps. Delayed instructions are still active. Pick it back up and move. Affirmation. Begin declaring your truth daily. Your words create your atmosphere. Do not wait to feel bold. Speak boldly until boldness arises. Say it until you believe it. I am a chosen soul. I carry universal purpose. My potential makes room for me. The universe believes in what it placed in me. Action. Do something, even if it is small, something that aligns with your calling every day. Motion revives momentum. Write the outline. Publish the content. Make the call. Register the business. Start the journal. Start where you are with what you have. Association. Surround yourself with people who feed your fire, not your fear. Limiting energies use isolation to whisper falsehoods, but the universe uses community to activate courage. Find voices that do not just applaud you but call you higher. Let their hunger expand yours. Accountability. Do not walk this path alone. Invite a trusted person to hold you to the fire of your own calling, not to shame you, but to remind you who you are when the fog returns. Consistency is best sustained in community. Reconnection. Remember, this is not by your power but by the energy of the universe. Invite it daily. Ask for its guiding flow. Depend on its strength. Your potential is powerful, but its presence is essential. Let this be the season your mindset shifts permanently. Chosen soul. This is not your burial. This is your resurrection. You may have disappointed the universe by giving up, but it is not done with you. It is not tossing you aside. It is not rewriting the promise. It is simply waiting for your soul to rise again. The universe is still invested. This is not a message of shame, it is a message of summons. You are being reactivated, rekindled, called back to the battlefield you tried to leave, not because you are being punished, but because your presence is still required. The universe is calling you back into belief, back into fire, back into focus, back into the version of you that limiting energies hoped would never wake up. No more playing small, no more apologizing for your potential, no more bowing to fear, no more sitting on your assignment as if it is optional. The cosmic order needs you, your generation is calling you, and the universe is still depending on you. You are not replaceable, you are not forgotten, you are essential. So speak again, write again, build again, move again, roar again. Because when you rise, chains break, atmospheres shift, and destinies get reactivated. This is not your ending. This is your awakening. Not the kind that slowly unfolds, but the kind that jolts your soul like thunder in the night. The kind that shakes off shame, breaks through apathy, and sets the stage for destiny. Everything the universe placed inside you is still active, alive, and available. It hasn't expired. It hasn't diminished. It has been buried under delay, fear, and fatigue. But today, the wind of the universe is blowing again. And when energy breathes, even dry structures must rise. The fire hasn't died. It's just waiting for your belief to strike the match. You don't need more motivation. You need revelation, a sacred reminder that your assignment was never based on how you felt, but on what the universe declared. You were called before you were comfortable. You were assigned before you were affirmed. You were chosen before you were confident. Chosen soul, it's time to remember who you are. It's time to believe again. It's time to disappoint limiting energies by trusting what the universe placed in you. You've let silence grow too loud. Now let your faith get loud again. You've got this because the universe has got you. And if the universe is breathing on it again, you better start running. Let's say this prayer of belief together as one family. Higher self, mighty and merciful cosmic power. Today we come before you not with rehearsed words, but with desperation in our spirit. Universe, this moment is sacred. This is not just a prayer, it is a cry from the depths. A soul cry, a destiny cry, a transformative cry. Higher self, we uplift every person who hears this message and declare they will never be the same again. Higher self, breathe on the broken, touch the discouraged, shake the sleeping ones awake, and roar into the soul of the one who lost faith in what you placed inside them. Universe, forgive us. Forgive the moment we abandoned our calling out of fear. Forgive the silence we gave the world when you told us to speak. Forgive us for burying the blueprint you placed in our spirit. But universe, today is rejuvenation. So I pray with holy fire, resurrect every potential they thought was lost. Unbury every dream suffocated by delay. Uproot every falsehood, limiting energies planted in their minds. Universe, break the chains of hesitation. Crush the spirit of self-doubt. Expose and silence every limiting voice that told them they weren't enough. Release fresh energy into their lives, an energy dripping with courage, an energy that marks them for breakthroughs, an energy that reminds them who they are and to whom they belong. Let them feel you, higher self, not as a distant power, but as the commander of their comeback. Surround them with your presence until fear flees. Fill them with your essence until every challenge becomes a testament. Let the fire of purpose burn hotter than every wound. And now, higher self, I shift this prayer for every soul that chooses to like, share, and subscribe. Universe, do not let them leave this moment without a supernatural encounter. Let the act of support unleash cosmic acceleration. Let energies move on their behalf. Let the universal gates open and release favor that overtakes them. May every click carry an energy, every share carry a spark, every connection release a breakthrough. Bless them in the city, bless them in the valley, bless them beyond what their history ever prepared them for. Surprise them with sudden answers, interrupt their routines with encounters, give them visions, clarity, and undeniable confirmation. Let their alignment become the tipping point for generational transformation. Because this is more than a message. It is a universal moment, a burning bush, a sacred collision between the cosmic and the earthly. So universe, we say yes again. Yes to belief, yes to courage, yes to the plan, yes to the assignment. And with trembling hearts and blazing spirits, we declare, they will not perish unfulfilled. They will rise, they will run, they will roar, they will release what you placed inside them, and they will believe again in the powerful, fiery, and faithful name of universal consciousness. Amen. If this message has touched your heart, and you'd like to support our mission of spreading universal wisdom, there's a link pinned in the comments below. No contribution is too small. Your generosity, even just a tiny amount, can bring hope and joy to someone's life. Thank you for partnering with the universe in this important work.